What's up, everyone? How is it going this evening? We are back at it again, doing some more sharpening. This is all voluntary sharpening because I don't have any more customer knives to do. I finished up the only one I had this morning. So we are going to sharpen some more of my things. I keep on finding things that either could be better or I haven't sharpened or I was afraid to sharpen or whatnot. So, we'll sharpen. We plan on sharpening the Sage 5 lightweight, which is not lightweight anymore because it's got Parsons blade work scales on it, which are these awesome titanium contoured scales that Vic Wu got me. We'll sharpen this M4 blade with the tie-dye coating. I've been kind of afraid to do it, I think, because of the coating, but I'm pretty good at not messing up coatings now. So this will be a good one. It's a Tai Chung edge, so it will be pretty even compared to a golden edge. If we have time for it, if that doesn't take too long, we'll sharpen another Koenig, a flipper delete Koenig. Tonight we are having another root beer. Galoop. Henry Weinhard's root beer, my favorite beverage. So drinking, this is like, I don't know, a remnant of my childhood of growing up poor. The idea of drinking soda out of a glass bottle to me is fancy. If that makes sense. Like, I never bought these sodas as an adult. I never spent the $1 it cost for this root beer, which I absolutely love. I would never spend the $1 it cost to buy a 6-pack of them each. And then I quit drinking and I realized, oh, I can splurge on my soda now. So now I have fancy sodas. Only drink a couple of them every once in a while. But yeah, they're tasty. Okay. To sharpen a Sage 5 lightweight. It slips right in there. You know what I think we're going to do before I do this knife, keep on forgetting to, is replace this screw because it keeps on stripping worse and worse every time I tighten it. So I have RC car screws. I have a bunch of them that are... See, what I need to do is I need to find one like this that's longer. So for now, since they have to be long enough, a ton of them that work. Here's one that are a little bit too long. They have a 3mm head. I want to find one that has a 4mm head I can crank down. Yeah, I need to find some new screws, basically. These screws suck. They strip super easy. Yeah. Anyway, strip screw, replaced it. No big deal. That's annoying. So if you are having the center clamp, I use RC car parts is a good place to get these screws. Okay. Okay, lined up. So on the Sage, we're going to line it up at the grind line, being parallel with the stone like usual. Okay, let's do a little tape action to keep this tie-dye coating looking sweet. Before we do that, who do we have joining me in the comment section? Because there's no one yet. So what's going on, guys? Give me some feedback. Let me get this tape out. Got Dateline playing on the TV in the background. Got some dude who's scamming a bunch of ladies.
I don't know that.
Yeah, that's right, Alexa. Alexa, play Trip Hop.
Here's a playlist you might like. Best of Trip Hop on Amazon Music.
Owie. Yeah, it was sharp already. I just cut myself. See how bad this is going to get. Is it going to bleed? Yeah, it's going to bleed. Left-handed. Okay, I'll get a Band-Aid.
There's no system there. This whatever. I see. It's absolute bits and advantages connected with digital recovery. There are a number of major tools. There's no this whatever.
Okay, got some Band-Aids. And I'm smart. I bought a big old stack of them because this happens all the time. And maybe I can just like do this slyly off camera without people noticing it. But yeah, we got cut ourselves. That happens. The weak cut. Just trying to tuck that tape up in there. I slipped. Okay, set this to 17 degrees. Let's see how close Tai Chung comes to meeting 17 degrees. Alexa, next song. Holla at your boy, Alexa. That's right.
Thanks for the feedback.
If you want to be an amateur sharpener, 150, 400, and 800. Yeah, you don't even need the 800, honestly. But yeah, 800 is nice because it kills the burr really fast and it semi-polishes the edge. If you go one step past 800, you can mirror it. But those three stones will sharpen anything to a very nice semi-polished edge. And this is why Tai Chung rules. It's dead on 17 degrees. Because, of course it is, because it's Tai Chung knives. The Tai Chung knives are made with a little more precision, it seems. I have seen this year some pretty bad grinds, I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's right on. Oh, it's a good feeling when you can nail an edge with Sharpie. So maybe... No, I'd still get 800 instead of the 1000. The set that, like, if you want to mirror it, then you're going to want to get the 2000 grit stone. If you just want to make it nice, like really nice, the 800 is fine. I don't know what the jump between 400 and 1000 is like because I don't have 1000 grit stone. That will work for sure, but you might want to just go to 800 because that's what Hapstone, the way they do their progression is 150, 400, 800, 2000, 5000, and that's what they sell. Oh, but yes, they have other stones mixed in there that make it confusing. Ooh, this sharpen is so nice. It's just lined up perfectly. It's like not a big deal. Like, what is this? Okay. Doing the heel. We got our tape protecting us. This heel is a little bit different than the US heel. It's a little bit tighter to start with. It's pretty close to the end of the edge. Got a little divot at the end of our heel like usual. I'm not going to try to get it all out right now. We're going to flip. Hell yeah, Jordan. Sharpening a Sage 5 lightweight in the very desirable M4 tie-dye coated blade combo that no one wanted when they came out because they were an interesting color. But I dyed mine and everyone liked it, and now I have scales on it. So it's a pretty cool knife, I think. Got to look past the initial scales. Ooh, this is so nice when it comes right off. So this is the way, almost the way it is like when the reason I do it 17 degrees is so I can put it in here and get this magical feeling of it's dead on, nailed, centered, all that jazz. You get that feeling every time when you sharpen your own knives and you go to touch them up. It takes no time if you do them all the same. You're not searching for the angle. You just set it at 17. So if you want to sharpen your knives at different angles, totally chill. You just have to remember what they are. Ooh, sneaker pimps. I'm liking this. Alexa, pause. Just realized YouTube is streaming to might shut it down for copyright infringement, so I'm not going to play music, which sucks. Okay, we got a burr. Our heel is pretty thin. It's kind of hard to explain. Kind of tapers off. I don't really want to mess with it too much. It's not bad. It's just a pretty thin edge, so it's not going to have a huge bevel like a PM2 has. I don't want to mess it up. We call it good. Since this sage is pretty cool, I think we'll just go ahead and mirror the sage. Doesn't take that long. It'll look cool. It'll look good in pictures, which is what matters. Sometimes it does. It's okay to admit it. It's okay for things to have to look good. And that reason to be social media is an acceptable reason. So this heel is being a Dia. The other side was easy. This side has a pretty big divot in it. We have to take out. We're almost there though. Oh, I think we're basically there. Nope. So we're using my 150 grit stone. Profiling just lightly. The edge is already. Make sure I didn't screw up the tip. Edge is already really nice to start with. Really even. 17 degrees both sides. So now we're just really trying to create a burr. Which we got, no problem. Now we're going to switch to 400 grit stone. Actually, let's check this edge out again real quick. Yeah, good to go. It's kind of fun when you go against the grain, when you have a bunch of scratch patterns. It's neat to watch it disappear in the shadow, and then you go back forward, you have it all shiny, come back. Man, MJ's got the alert on for me. He's always up in here watching me sharpen. So we're on our 400 grit stone. The burr at 400 grit is still kind of big. So we're going to do it 2 passes, second pass kind of lightly. With longer strokes. Trying to remove the burr. So yeah, so I've been nerding out. So these have been uploading for the last, I don't know, since before Christmas. I've been doing multiple live videos a day, and it's kind of like ignited the YouTube account a little bit, and the YouTube account is growing and it's getting views, and I never really thought about that. It's just been dumping files offline and not thinking about it. But now I'm actually focusing on YouTube, so I'm gonna do a bunch of content for YouTube, like shorts and basically stuff I post elsewhere, but it's going to be another hub that we can share content on that I know kind of neglected. I don't use YouTube a lot, so I'm not familiar with all it does, to be honest. But going through the analytics in the YouTube Studio or Creator or whatever the hell the app's called, the app that tells you all the YouTube, all your videos, ridiculous stat. Like, so if you've never created a YouTube video, you can go in there and look at stats like average watch time, what time during the video people were watching at, and what time they left. If it's a new viewer, where they came from, if they searched for it, if they browsed for it, if they're a subscriber already, if all these things you can see in this YouTube Creator app. And it's kind of neat. I'm not going to lie. I love statistics. I love all that info. And so now I'm just going to try and pump some YouTube content and turn that into a monetized channel hopefully soon. So yeah, that's part of the reason I've been doing all these live videos, is it's fun to upload them to YouTube where they live forever, more than just, you know, the day. Like, once I put a video up in the group, it gets views for a little bit, but it goes away pretty quickly. And all these sharpening videos I've been doing, it's nice that I know that they're saved somewhere for good on YouTube, where I can always go and reference them. The only problem is I do a really bad job labeling them because I don't know what I'm going to sharpen before I start. So I never really say what I'm sharpening. So I can never tell. It's just the same looking picture every time. I ain't no Mr. Beast. I was learning about Mr. Beast recently. He's a rather popular fella on the YouTubes. I'm out of the loop though. I like him though. $2,000 grit stone. So 2,000 grit gives us what, for all normal people's purposes, is a mirror. It does it very quickly too, like a couple passes and it's mirrored. However, it gets more mirrory after 2,000, so we're not going to stop here. We're going to go to 5,000. No, we're going to 8,000. We're going to take it all the way. Why not? Oh, it's really cool. Today I saw some posts on the group. And when people say that me sharpening has inspired them to sharpen, that it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like sharing my knowledge and sharing my excitement for this hobby. And when someone else actually takes the time to spend money and get deeper into it, I think it's kind of cool. And I don't know how I would operate not knowing how to sharpen my knives now. Like, I would go crazy. Like, it's not blaming any particular steel, but fucking these things get chips in them all the time. Like, all my knives get chips in them. Like, just from cutting dumb shit. Like, normal stuff. Like, knives will get chips. What the hell are you supposed to do if you don't know how to sharpen? You just live with it? Fuck that. I would go crazy. Back when I collected and didn't cut anything, it wasn't really a problem. But now I use all my knives. Okay. One more stone to go. All the way to 8,000. Because why not? Why not is the question. Why not mirror it like crazy? I was looking at there's some goop on here. Staining. So when you're at 8,000, you're applying very little pressure. Your bevel is so shiny already that it's very polished, and your stone is so smooth that they're just kind of like floating on top of each other, lightly kissing. Coolio, Julio. Okay. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I took it out before I stropped it. Still trying to get in the habit of stropping on the machine. So we're going to put it back in. Just another step I'm not used to yet. I'm done paddle stropping, I think, though, for these mirrors. These mirrors are just too precise with my stones to not want to get a good strop on it. So we're going to start with 0.5 micron gunny juice strop. We are going to tighten this down. Just as to 17 degrees now. Mama's home. Okay, just over 17 degrees. And then we're going to strop this edge. Looks like we're only getting one knife done on this episode, and we'll do another one. We'll do the Koenig in a bit. So this is interesting because this doesn't happen very often. I am looking at a visible scratch in my edge. It's just one stray scratch. It might just be a certain light, though. I think it's just a certain light. This is one of those occasions where, like, man, do I have to get the stones back out and hit that spot, or will the strop take care of it? And you know what? If the strop doesn't take care of it, we're going to not worry about it. So we're just doing pulling strokes. This is a strop. You don't want to push on a strop because you will tear the leather. So be very careful and take exaggeratedly big lifts. You don't want to just like try to sneak the stone back up or the strop back up. Okay, switching to a 0.25 micron strop. Okay, and let's just do one pass on this side. And we have one more strop to go after this, I guess. Last strop. And our 0.1 micron. I don't even know if this does anything, to be honest. This is just for fun. Well, all of this is for fun. This was already a sharp knife. It's so sharp I cut myself on at the beginning of the video. So all for fun. Pulling and pulling down and pushing sideways lightly. Just working up and down the edge until we're going to call it good. Get this all jazzed up and looking shiny. So this is our project for tonight. We 8,000 grit mirrored a Sage 5 lightweight and M4 to 8,000 grit, and then 0.01, 0.1 micron gunny juice strop. Leaving for hopefully sharp edge. Hopefully. Oh. Crazy sharp edge for a mirror. Very, very sharp edge. You can like hold it on the edge and just kind of like, if you can get the catch really easy. Like little curly cues. Yeah, winner. So we're going to wrap this edition of Tom Sharpen Shit up, and I'll probably get on and do another one in a little bit, and we'll sharpen the Koenig next. Sounds good. See you guys. Bye.